Right now, you're scrolling through LinkedIn, sending out 50 resumes a week for operations manager or senior business analyst roles in Dubai. You're getting rejected by automated systems and you are starting to think UA job market is dead. The market is not dead. You are just trying to sell an obsolete product. Before I give you the exact 5 technical blueprint that apex corporations in Dubai are desperately paying 40% salary premium to acquire right now, hit the subscribe button and press the notification bell. I post daily videos showing you exactly how to navigate the global labor market using cold, hard engineering logic. You do not want to miss this architecture. We are witnessing the greatest structural talent pivot in the history of the Middle East. Traditional middle management roles are facing a brutal hiring freeze, which specialized technical budgets have doubled since 2025. Today, I'm going to show you exactly where the capital is flowing. We are going to break down the 5 high paying skills that companies are bleeding money trying to hire, and exactly how you can transition your legacy career into the apex tier. Grab a notebook, it is time to stop applying for dead jobs and start building the future. Welcome back, I'm Dr. HR. To understand why my approach to the labor market is aggressively different from generic advice you get from the standard recruiters, you must understand my underlying architecture. I hold a PhD in human resources, a master's from prestigious Tata Institute of Social Sciences, and a bachelor's in computer engineering. I do not look at job descriptions, I look at the capital flow. Operating on the ground here in Dubai since 2010, consulting for the sovereign wealth funds and what skills are being defunded. The UAE is aggressively shifting from a generalistic business hub into a sovereign AI and cloud infrastructure powerhouse. If you are a generalist, your unemployment risk is massive. If you possess one of the 5 specific technical architecture we are about to discuss, your unemployment rate is mathematically zero. Let us deconstruct the 5 skills that command absolute leverage in 2026. Skill 1: Multi cloud solution architecture. The UAE is currently building a localized digital backbone. Global tech giants have poured billions in sovereign data centers across Abu Dhabi and Dubai to keep data localized and secure. But a data center is just a concrete building with servers, it requires an architect. The skill: companies are desperately hunting for multi-cloud solution architect. This is not a basic IT admin role. You must possess the structural ability to design and integrate environment across AWS and Oracle simultaneously. The leverage. Why does this command a massive premium? Because the infrastructure must precede the innovation. A company cannot deploy a massive AI tool until their data lakes are localized, secure, and latency free. If you can architect a multi-cloud environment that complies with the UAE data sovereignty laws while optimizing computational cost, you are not a cost center, you are the foundation of the business. Candidates with deep architectural proficiencies are currently commanding 40% to 50% salary premiums over traditional IT directors. Skill 2: Advanced data engineering. If the cloud architect builds the digital pipes, the data engineer determines what flows through them. Every single corporation in DIFC, the Dubai International Financial Center, is obsessed with data. But raw data is garbage. It is unstructured, noisy, and useless. The skill: we are not talking about the data entry or the basic SQL querying. We are talking about advanced data engineering. You must be able to build high-velocity data pipeline using Kafka, master complex ETL, extract, transform, load processes, and structure massive data lakes that can feed real-time AI models. The leverage: the company cannot monetize its customer data if that data is fractured across 5 legacy software systems. A top-tier data engineer cleanses the chaos and builds a structured pathway that allows the C-suite to make billion-dollar decisions. If you can structure the chaos, you hold the absolute leverage over the budget. Skill 3: Autonomous cybersecurity and threat intelligence. As the region digitizes rapidly, the threat vector expands exponentially. The UAE is facing increasingly sophisticated autonomous cyber threats, malware powered by AI that mutates to bypass the traditional firewalls. The skill: basic IT security is obsolete. Corporations are desperately hiring for autonomous cybersecurity and threat intelligence specialists. They do not care about your traditional management degree. They care about hands on defensive capabilities. They want professionals holding elite practical certification like OSCP, Offensive Security Certified Professional, or Advanced Cloud Security Architecture. You must understand zero trust frameworks and how to deploy AI to hunt autonomous threat in real time. The leverage. A single data breach can destroy a company's reputation and incur massive regulatory fines. You are not just protecting the server, you are protecting the valuation of the entire firm. When the risk is existential, the salary ceiling disappears. Skill 4. AI implementation strategy. Now we transition from protecting the systems to making the system wildly profitable. In 2026, companies do not want to talk about the AI theory. They do not want another PowerPoint presentation on how AI will change the world. They want execution, the skill. They are hiring AI implementation strategists. This is the ultimate hybrid role. You must possess the technical depth to deploy custom large language models, LLMs, or configure retrieval augmented generations like RAG systems, and you must possess the business acumen to translate that technology into direct operational ROI. You must be able to look at the bloated HR or logistics department, deploy an AI agent, and instantly reduce operational cost by 30%. The leverage. This role is replacing the traditional business analyst. A business analyst tells you what happened yesterday, and AI implementation strategists build a machine that executes tomorrow's strategy automatically. You are the critical bridge between the technical execution and high level board decisions. Skill 5. Specialized machine learning engineering. While the AI strategists implement existing tools, the machine learning, the ML engineer builds the proprietary intelligence. The skill. The UAE is highly focused on specific sectors: real estate, logistics, and sovereign finance. Companies need machine learning engineer who can build a predictive models tailored to these exact regional dynamics. Can you build an ML model that predicts off-plan property valuation in Dubai South based on global interest rates and local infrastructure announcement? Can you build a predictive maintenance model for a massive Jebel Ali logistics fleet? The leverage. This is where the raw data is transformed into predictive market dominance. The companies that possesses the best predictive models wins the market. The professionals who build these models are treated as apex irreplaceable asset. The execution roadmap. If you are currently a generalist, a manager of operations, or a marketing director, you are in danger zone. You must transition your identity from generalist to a specialist immediately. 1. Target upskilling. Do not go back to the university for a generic MBA. The market moves too fast. You must acquire specialized technical certification. If you are an IT manager, aggressively upskill into AWS certified solution architect or a specialized cloud security. If you are a business analyst, pivot into Python, basic ML modeling, and prompt engineering. 2. Shift your network. These premium roles are rarely filled through generic job boards like Indeed or basic LinkedIn applying. They are filled through high-velocity networking. You must infiltrate the specialized tech circles in Dubai, attend the Cloud Infrastructure Summit, engage in open source project on GitHub, prove your capability in the public domain. 3. The audit. Tonight, print out your resume, audit your skill stack against the 5 technical demands we just discussed. If your resume highlights your excellent communication skills and team leadership, but lacks structural technical capabilities, you are obsolete. Look closely at the mechanics of the UAE labor market. The capital is not drying up, it is simply relocating. It is moving away from the generalist who manages people and flowing aggressively toward the specialist who manage the machine. Multi-cloud architecture, data engineering, cyber threat intelligence, AI strategy, and machine learning. These are the 5 pillars of the 2026 economy. If you do not possess these skills, you will spend your career begging for generic roles with stagnant salaries. If you build this architecture, companies will bleed capital to acquire you. Audit your skill, execute the pivot, process the data, execute the strategy, and I'll see you at the top.